You're watching Nevada Business Chronicles. Take a journey with us to see the innovative businesses that put Nevada on the business map. Connecting you with the businesses, events, and organizations that bring innovation and prosperity to the Nevada area, please welcome your host, Mitch Burney. There's a worldwide food shortage that even affects us here in the United States. There are problems with food distribution that accounts for almost 1/3 of all food going to waste. All you have to do is look in the news and you can see our country is plagued with droughts. Here in Reno, Nevada, there is a company, Food Security Technology, Inc., that could end world hunger as we know it today, with the founders, Nani and Quentin Corabete. Tell me a little bit about Food Security Technology, Inc., what you do, and what it even means.
Food security technology. Well, food, particularly in this case, is fish, vegetables, fruit, and crustaceans such as abalone, shrimp, lobster, and we also do seaweed. The technology is what you see behind us. It's the innovation that my husband has spent over 30 years developing that could easily end the world food crisis. And let me have Quentin explain it to you and show you around.
What makes this system unique?
We're growing fish and taking their solid waste, converting it to plant fertilizer, and feeding the plants all within this space.
How do you make this system self-sustainable, self-contained?
We start with the fish. They need to be fed, and we grow their food right here.
Am I understanding correctly that you also control what you're feeding the fish?
That's right. This is comfrey. It's a superfood, and it even affects the quality and taste of the fish at the end of the day.
Fascinated. What kind of fish do we have here? How many of them are there, and how much water does it take to sustain them?
These are tilapia. They are beautiful eating fish. There's 85 fish in here, and they're just over half a pound. So that works out about 50 pounds of fish in all, and there's 200 gallons. That's a ratio of 1 pound of fish to 4 gallons of water. Right now, when they're fully grown, there'll be 100 pounds in here in the 200 gallons, so that's 1 to 2 ratio of pounds to gallons.
There's going to be 100 pounds worth of fish to eat in here?
Absolutely.
That's a lot of fish.
That's right. And this is what's called in the aquaculture industry intensive farming. This is super efficient.
We all know once you feed fish what happens next.
That's
and it is
right.
in that process that makes this system the first of its type.
Absolutely right. We found a way to extract the fish solids and convert it into plant fertilizer through our BONANZA, a first in the world.
How is that possible?
This is an automated system, and we've opened it up so we can show you the magic of how this really works. This is the sediment tank, and down here I've extracted some solid fish waste to show you in the BONANZA how that works.
Your BONANZA system is where the technology lies. You have the ability to create compost in as little as 24 hours.
That's right. This here, fish waste that we've taken from the system, we just pour that straight in there, and we've already had 24 hours ago our liquid magic that has been brewing away, and what we've put in there, 1/2 gallon of fish waste solids, we're now removing 1/2 gallon of pure plant nutrients.
Now that we've created the plant fertilizer, we put it into the system and it's feeding the plants.
It looks like you're germinating your own seeds here.
Yep, we use heirloom and organic seeds. This is in the trays for about 7 days. We move it into the floating raft trays here. From the floating raft trays, they move into the drip system and in these terracotta balls. And they also go into this system. It's called the NFT, or nutrient film technique system. And these we found are the most efficient, the floating raft and the nutrient film technique. Here we can grow root vegetables.
In this space, you can grow hundreds of plants.
Yep, about 500 plants, and we've tested over 352 different types of seeds for herbs, vegetables, and they do very well in here.
How do you control pests?
Pests. We only use biologicals. We don't use any pesticides or herbicides. We use ladybugs, green lacewings, and nematodes, and they do a wonderful job.
I'm sure other people are going to be as blown away as I am. I cannot believe how much is going on in this system.
It's great because it's a completely controlled environment. You can put it indoors or outdoors. You can do in extreme weather hot, extreme weather cold. Right now we have it indoors, so we've added LED lighting to this, which runs a little bit more wattage, but if you had it outdoors, it runs on about 50 watts of power.
Baby tilapia.
These baby tilapia were hatched in our main tank. We bring them in here, we raise them, and as we harvest our main stock, we replace these and keep the system self-sufficient.
In order to have these breed in the main tank, that says something about the water quality, doesn't it?
Because of our filtering system and the purity in the water and the temperature that we keep it at, the fish are able to breed in that environment.
What's the green in this tank?
It's spirulina. It's a superfood. It's a high alkaline saltwater algae that we feed the tilapia and the brine shrimp.
Brine shrimp. Let's take a look at those. So what do you do with the brine shrimp?
We feed the spirulina to the brine shrimp, and in turn we feed the brine shrimp to the tilapia.
It's like an all enclosed, self-sustaining ecosystem.
Yes, it is.
There are people watching this right now that have to have one of these. How long does it take to get one, and how would they go about ordering one?
Well, this is a 10 by 10 system, but they're scalable all the way up to 7 acres. They're all custom made, so it would take 3 to 6 months. You can contact me at www.foodsecuritytech.com or at our phone number at 775-583-7526.
That's Quentin and Nani Coramente, Food Security Technology, Inc. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for coming.
information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. Now more from Nevada Business Chronicles.
This is a big day, an amazing day.
Yes.
The annual Success Summit. I'm here with Annie Goney-Stewart, Executive Managing Director of the eWomen Network, Reno chapter, and the founder of eWomen Network, Sandra Yancey. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you for having me. She's the rock star, right? She is, yes.
She is a rock star.
Yes.
And today's event is the big event of the year. If anyone's never attended an eWomen Network event,
Yes.
we want to talk about this event and what it's for, what we're doing here today, and what's happening behind us right now.
Yes. Well, what's really cool is that what Annie does every month, I just happen to be here just this one month, but she really is the go-to business matchmaker in Reno. I mean, if you're a small business owner and you're looking for more customers, you're looking for people to find out about you, you're looking for ways in which to increase your cash flow, you have to know people. And because they can make strategic introductions, and Annie Goney-Stewart's the one that does that. And I'm just honored to be here. I mean, she's one of 15 out of 118 chapters. Reno is so powerful that it's my honor to be able to be here.
This is the 8th time you've come to Reno.
Is it?
Yeah, 8th
Oh my
annual
gosh.
Success Summit. So
Yeah.
we're super excited to have you here. And you as well. Thank you for coming
Always.
to chronicle this for Nevada.
Well, I want to talk about the event because this is the annual summit, the
Yes.
big one. So tell me what we're going to see today.
So one of the things that we do here annually is we really help women get in touch with what is the big message to grow your business. I think the thing is that we think so incrementally. We think about when we start, let me get to 100,000 or let me get to 150 or $250,000, $500,000 or $1 million. And what I know from my own personal experience is that when you think incrementally, it actually takes you longer than if you start with the end in mind and you think really big. So we're going to be talking about 7 important elements and strategies that you can put in place right now and immediately accelerate your success.
I think one of the things that I love about the eWomen Network that makes it so unique is it's networking, yes.
Yes.
But there's information, there are
Yes.
guest speakers, there's a lot to learn to help grow a business and then a community of businesses working together. And I love one of your founding principles, to lift as we climb.
Yes, Mitch, you've nailed it, because so many people think that networking is the customer acquisition process. How do I get a customer to buy from me? But really, that's just one spoke of having a really great network. We've got to be constantly learning how to overcome the obstacles that we have currently right now. We've got to look on what's new, what's the latest that will accelerate my success, that will shorten my learning curve, right? Those are the kinds of things that sometimes can get us dozens of customers versus always just looking for one customer at a time. And I think that's the beauty of what Annie Goney-Stewart has created here in Reno, is she's really created a culture of sharing ideas, concepts, leads, resources, and the ability to turn interactions into transactions.
I can't wait to show everybody what goes on at a Success Summit. So
Yes.
without further ado,
Shall
it's
we
already
go?
underway.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. what I love, I already know that I'm in the right room because they look at the work week, and most entrepreneurs, I always tell my private clients, honestly, if you just put in a full day on a Friday, you will just fly past your competition. I mean, I watch it. I watch how people start shutting down early, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And it's really a great way to kind of go the extra mile and not have to travel that far, right? Just putting in a full day Friday. It's my most favorite day to work is actually Friday. And that is, you need to know that your buyer, how many of you are familiar with bank? Lease bank. Okay, your buyer has different types of personas, different triggers, which drives them to say yes. And you can't treat everybody the same. And so when you have testimonials, you want to have testimonials at all stages of working with someone, not just when they're done. Because for some people, the action type people, they're going to want to know just what was the onboarding process like, right? And you'll see this. You'll see me do this if you go on to my my call in May. I think it's the 17th, whenever on podcasting. You'll see me layer testimonials in all 3 stages: beginning, middle, and end. So those of you that are saying, well, I don't really have testimonials, but I'm in the middle of working with someone right now, it's so easy. You just ask them, tell me how it's going. When you think about how I've been working with you, I know we've got a lot more to do, but how is it going now? And what have you appreciated most?
What an extraordinary event.
Was it amazing?
You did a great job.
So amazing, right? Yeah.
I want to make sure that business owners that want to know more about joining the eWomen Network Reno chapter know how to get a hold of you.
Absolutely. You can call me, 775-747-2726, or check out ewomennetwork.com, and you can search for all the chapters across North America, but look for Reno.
That's Annie Goni-Stewart and Sandra Yancey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Annie.
Commit?
What an amazing day we had.
It's great to have you
so
here.
great. Thank you.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. Now more from Nevada Business Chronicles.
This is going to be one of the most important shows that we'll ever do for our community. It is a pleasure to introduce Carrie Fuchs, the founder of Virtue Care. And first of all, thank you so much for allowing us to share what you do with our community.
Well, thank you, Mitch, for having me.
I want to start with, what is Virtue Care and how did you get your start?
Virtue Care is a virtual in-home care. It's a virtual concierge and companionship service, really.
What caused you to start Virtue Care?
My mother-in-law is alone. Her husband just passed away. She's from Japan and had lived here for 50 years, but had never really done anything on her own before. And so we had to start taking care of her and providing those needs for her. And she didn't want to go into an independent living, nor did she really need hands-on care. And I noticed there's a gap between the seniors that don't really need to go into the independent living and the in-home hands-on care. And I wanted to be able to fill that gap.
I understand that from a recent experience of my own, and you know this situation, but recently, after meeting you, I was very excited about introducing that option where family can't do it all and manage their own lives. Somebody doesn't need full-time in-home care, or they're just want to remain in their own home. They don't want to go to someone else's facility.
Right.
And there's just a tremendous gap there that you fill. And so I went to call my mom to talk to her about your option. And she didn't answer the phone. And about an hour later, I went over to her house and found her on the floor. and 3 weeks later she passed. And I just realized how close to getting that help we were. I wanted to make sure that other people had access to what you do. So let's talk about what you do and how you fill that gap, how you fill the void for somebody who is needing help somewhat regularly. I mean, one of the things that my mom struggled the most with was medications and when to take them and when they needed to be filled. And this is part of your service. So let's talk about what you do for people that need your services.
I provide medication reminders, daily wellness checks up to 3 times a day. I'm also available 24/7 if they need companionship throughout the evening. I also provide that stimulation, brain games, talking about their history, their life, which they really love, and exercises through the video chat technology. We also provide medication refills if they need their medication refilled on a routine basis and even delivered to their home. We provide those services on top of the daily medication reminders, making sure that they're taking their medications properly.
I'm guessing that my mom wasn't alone. She didn't want people to even think that she needed that help. She was afraid that her family would put her into a nursing home if she asked for help. And nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, providing her the ability to stay in her own home was always the goal. But I think there's a stigma around people asking for help because of those fears. How do you overcome that?
I provide those services privately for them if that's what they choose. Their family members, neighbors, no one has to know that they're actually getting these services. There's no one coming in and out of their homes 24/7. It's all done through technology and over the phone. So our professional team of virtual companions can be there 24/7 without anybody ever knowing that they're asking or they're needing that help.
I'm sure there are family members like myself that would have just loved that extra helping hand, ease the burden on them, and increase the services between their ability and their inabilities.
Mitch, your situation is so common. There are many elderly parents out there that don't want to leave their home or that can't afford independent living or in-home care. The families are feeling burdened. I can provide those resources and fill that gap for those families. Maybe they don't know where to start, where to turn first. I can show them what road to go down, what the first step is.
The first step is just knowing that there's another resource out there, an absolutely beautiful benefit to a family member, to, I think, between what they're capable of doing and what you do, to increase the value, the ability to take care of their family member, which is what they would want. But one of the interesting things is, as you mentioned, not at the expense of some of these privatized care.
For what it costs for you for a daily cup of gourmet coffee, we can be there for you and we can be there for your loved one.
I wished I met you one day sooner. I don't know what would have been possible for my mom, but I know that I don't want anyone else to wait one day to contact you. This is important. And what you do is a tremendous asset to our community. On behalf of our community, thank you so much for bringing this to Northern Nevada and being an innovator in technology. To get a hold of Carrie Fuchs, you can find her on the internet at vchomecare.com. You can give her a call at 775-771-4449. Again, I can't thank you enough for offering this incredible service to Northern Nevada. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mitch.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. For information on becoming a guest on our show, contact us at info@nvbusinesschronicles.com. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week at the same time for more from Nevada Business Chronicles.